Hey, what's going on, Nitro Sides? It's me, the Nitro General here, and I know I told you guys this video would be out by last Friday, but, life's just been kind of busy lately with Thanksgiving and school and work and everything like that, so, and plus, I wanted to I decided I was gonna get just through Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and then make this video for you guys, but I decided to get through both of them, get the full feel for both of the games, and then do a review, because I feel like a lot of the times when I watch game reviews, they're out like a day after they come out, or the same day like they come out. Like, you can't get the full feel of a game, the full, within the first couple days of playing it. And I wanted to get the full feel of it. I wanted to do everything in the game. I wanted to make sure I got everything done so I could get a really full review for you guys, because I know Christmas is next month, and I know a lot of you are probably going to be asking for the games, and I want you guys to have a full, what what you're getting into, instead of just watching a big channel doing this video about, oh, this is good and this is bad, even though the game's only been out for a day. So I'm also going to be reviewing the Pokeball Plus controller too. I'm gonna do the games first, because I know some of you probably don't really care about this as much, so that way, if you want to, you can just click off after the game review. So so before we get into it, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support on the videos lately, leaving likes, leaving comments. It makes me feel good and makes me keep wanting to get out content and stuff. So if you guys could leave a like down below right now, that would be awesome. Lets me know that you enjoy this and you want me to keep making game review videos. So yeah, and leave a comment too if you know any other games that are coming out that you want me to review for Xbox or Switch or whatever. I've already pre-ordered Smash. I'll do probably do an unboxing video and I don't even know if you can do an unboxing video for that. It might just be the game. And then a full review of the game too, because it comes out, I think, the 9th of December, which, as I'm recording this video, it is the, I don't know, like the 27th, I think, of September, so, or of November, not September. Jesus. Alright, so let's get right into it. So as you guys saw in the unboxing video, the first game that the first one that I opened and I played was Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. If it'll focus on that. Maybe not. There you go. See that? See that, guys? Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Alright, so that was the first game I played. And, so basically, there isn't very many differences in the games. There are a few version exclusives in both games, just like there would be in any other Pokemon game that was ever released. I think for Let's Go Pikachu, you can get Scyther, and Let's Go Eevee, you get Pinsir. Let's Go Pikachu, you can get Mankey and Primeape, and you can get Growlithe and Arcanine. And in Let's Go Eevee, you get Meowth and Persian, and you get Vulpix and Ninetales. And I know there's a couple other, version exclusives, like you can get Grimer and Muck in Let's Go Pikachu, and what is it for Let's Go Eevee? I don't even remember. There's a bunch of them. So yeah, it's a bunch of version exclusives. So if you can always trade with a friend too who has the other game. That's the good side. The one thing I have to say though is that I am actually pretty mad about is that you can't battle or trade with random people online, and you can't even battle or trade online unless you have a Nintendo Online account, which really sucks because you have to pay monthly fees for that. And it's not like a $5-6 monthly fee. It's like $10 or $11 a month. Like, I don't have that money to spend. So I can't even go online and have somebody help me evolve my Machoke that I had. So I had to go through the Elite Four with a freaking Machoke because I couldn't get a Machamp, because you have to pay money to go online. So that is one thing that really pisses me off, is that you have to pay, all this money so you can even go online. And you can't even trade with a random person if you don't. So like you have to enter in the same code on your Switch that they enter in on theirs. So you can't like physically trade with a random person. And that's what irritates me too, is that you can't do that. You can't go on and do Wi-Fi battles with random people like you could on any other Pokemon game that since I don't know. I think you could do that in the Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, but I'm not 100% positive. But I think you could, yeah, because there was the GTS on those games, so I'm pretty sure there was, online battling, and you can't even do that on this one. And I know it's just like the remake of Pokemon Yellow, and everything has to be the same. But in Pokemon Yellow, you couldn't even go online, but you can go online with this. So it just irritates me. That's just my biggest pet peeve with this entire game. Other than that, I really don't have a ton of other bad things to say about the game. Um, but yeah, so you don't have to have the online membership to trade with or battle with somebody close by. So if your friend has the same game, you don't have to pay to battle with them or trade with them. You can just connect your switches, which is kind of nice. And you can also connect it with Pokemon Go, and that's how you get Meltan and Metal. So if you guys don't know, in Pokemon Go, there was a while back there was this glitch that they said where all these Pokemon turned to Meltan for a while. And when you caught it, it turned into Ditto. I'm sure you guys heard about that. And Meltan is the new mythical Pokemon in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. That is a Steel Electric type, or maybe it's just a Steel type. And then it evolves into Metal. And so you can transfer Meltan from, or any Pokemon, from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Eevee, Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. And once you do that, once you transfer any Pokemon, you'll get this mystery box in Pokemon Let's Go that basically activates for an hour, and all the Pokemon that spawn are Meltans. Because you can't evolve Meltan into Metal in the Pokemon games, you have to evolve him in Pokemon Go. And it takes 100 Meltan candies to get him to a Metal. Which to me is super irritating, which means that every week you have to transfer new Pokemon to your Pokemon game just to, get candies to get Metal. But Metal and Meltan are not in the Pokedex. They'll be in the Pokedex when you put them in the game, but you don't have to get those two Pokemon to complete the Pokedex, which is really nice. So you can get the Shiny Charm without getting Meltan and Metal. Right now, I only have a Meltan. I don't have a Metal yet, since last week was the first week that I discovered that that's how you get it. So, because I always thought it was like going to be at the end of the game, something like that. So yeah, so that's how you get Metal and Meltan. So basically, the whole game is just like Let's Go Eevee, or Pokemon Yellow, like on the Game Boy. So there are no abilities, since there were no abilities in that game, and there are no held items. So, yeah, so you can't get anything like that because you couldn't in those games. And you can only get the original 151 Pokemon. So there isn't any from any other later generations, and you can't evolve Pokemon that can evolve in later generations. So, like, you can't get a Magmortar, you can't get an Electivire, you can't get a Scizor, you can't get any of those Pokemon. You can't get a Steelix or anything like that. So, like, Onix doesn't evolve. Electabuzz doesn't evolve, Magmar doesn't evolve, those Pokemon. So, I mean, it makes it easier to complete the Pokedex and get the Shiny Charm, but at the same time, I know it's not a main series game. That one will be released next year. Now, I don't think they'll have any DLC for the games. They might, but I wouldn't count on it. So, yeah, and I love how you can ride on Pokemon in the games. Like, you can ride on Charizard and Aerodactyl and Dragonite, and you can fly on them. And basically, any Pokemon will spawn in the wild. So you can find wild Dragonites. They can't find Dragonites until you beat the Elite Four, because they spawn up in the air. And you can fly on Dragonite, Aerodactyl, and Charizard once you beat the game. Once you beat the Elite Four, then you can fly above, the cities and everything, and that's where you catch Dragonite. And Pidgeots will spawn. Charizards will spawn. Aerodactyls won't, but yeah, so that's really, really cool that you can find basically any Pokemon. I think there's only like 3 or 4 they can't find in the wild. They can't find Persian in the wild, can't find Primeape in the, well, maybe you can find Primeape in the wild. You can't find Marowak in the wild, so there are a couple Pokemon that you can't find. But any of those Pokemon evolve, I think they have like 28, both of them. I think 22 for Persian and 28 for Marowak. So you don't even really have to worry about leveling them up super high. I also like how you don't have to worry about like killing the Pokemon when you find it, because then you just throw the Pokeball at them and you hope you catch them. Another thing I don't like about that is the whole them being able to run away. So if you find a shiny or you find a Pokemon and you don't catch it within the first few Pokeballs, they can just run away and they're gone, despawned, and that irritates me. I haven't had anything happen to me like that yet, but if I find a shiny Pokemon and it runs away, I am going to be livid, especially if I waste all this time, shiny hunting for the Pokemon. So yeah, so basically it's the same story with a few like little plot points changed. You can dress up your character. You can dress up, Eevee or Pikachu. Eevee is freaking adorable in this game. Like, it is the cutest thing ever. It's adorable. So yeah, and the game is surprisingly way easier than I thought too. I've made it through both games without losing to an Elite Four member or losing to a gym leader in both games. And the only ever times I ever lost any battle in the first place is because I was just too lazy to go back and heal. So the games are pretty easy. You can grind up pretty easy with catching Pokemon, but again, what I don't like about that is that they lowered the price of like Ultra Balls and Great Balls and Pokeballs and stuff, so that's nice. But you have to spend money to level up your Pokemon, and I don't really like that because it sucks, but you can always just challenge the Elite Four again. I went through the Elite Four for the second time in Let's Go Eevee to get money for Pokeballs to shiny hunt, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to beat him a second time, and breezed right through it with like hardly any Super Potion and some revives. So it's a pretty easy game in that sense. So you can you can still get Mewtwo, you can still get the legendary birds. If you have this, you can get Mew. So yeah, overall, it's a great game. I don't really have a ton of stuff to say bad about it, besides the fleeing Pokemon and the not being able to play online without paying. Are the only bad things I have to say about the whole game. So overall, I thought both of the games were really, really good. I loved how you can see the sprites walking around. You can run. Oh my god, it is so much better to run around in caves without having to run into a Zubat every 2 seconds, because you can just see him and you can dodge him. And that is by far, if they keep anything from these games and the Generation 8 games, they have to keep the sprites walking in the wild. That would be amazing. It would really be amazing. I think that is a super great, addition. Now, there is a bunch of ways to shiny hunt. I'm not going to go over them in this video because that'll drag on for too long. If you guys want me to make a video on how to shiny hunt, I will. I know there's a lot of other bigger channels that are doing videos on that, so I don't see a purpose for me to do it. But if you guys want me to, I will. So leave a comment down below. Yeah, so that's the game. Overall, I give it 9 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10 if you could battle online with people. Just saying. But yeah, overall, I give it a 9 out of 10. If you guys are looking to get this for the Switch, for Christmas, or whatever, I would highly suggest it. These games are so good. So good. Alright, so that's the review of the games. If you guys don't really care about the review of the Pokeball Plus, actually, maybe I'll do that in another video. I think I'm going to do that in another video. So if you guys like the commentary in this video, make sure to leave a like down below. If you want me to do anything in this game, if you want me to tell you how to get Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, if you want me to tell you how to do really anything in this game, how to shiny hunt or anything, leave a comment down below. If any other games you want me to review that are coming out within the next month, anything that besides PlayStation exclusive, because I'm a Xbox guy, I don't have a PlayStation, I don't want a PlayStation. But yeah, so alright guys, that's it from me. There will be another video coming up after this about the review of the Pokeball Plus. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And that is it for me, guys. Not sure General out. Peace.